What's going on, guys? It's Shack Attack again, and my last two videos were about lighting. I didn't really talk much at all. Actually, I didn't talk at all, actually. I take that back. But I didn't talk at all anything about it. But I kind of just posted a video of how the blue light looks on my saltwater aquarium, and how the white light looks on there, and how blue and white looks together with the orange film on there. That way you can kind of see what I see with my eyes. I posted that on there, just about the I think it's called the Viaspectra, and that's just made off of Amazon. Great light, awesome lighting. My coral is growing with that light, which is cool, so you don't have to have some kind of metal highlight, I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but you don't need any of that. You don't really need a special lighting for that. Like mine is made in China. It works great. I have nothing against it. Because my coral is growing, that's why I like it so much. It's LED. That's a cool thing compared to fluorescent or T5s or anything. There's nothing against those. Everyone has their preference on what kind of lighting they want. So my last lighting was about the Viaspectra. I love that light. I've had it since, I can't remember when now, since February, I believe. I can't remember exactly, but my coral is growing with that light. I do have the blue light on mostly. I love it because my coral is glowing. But I've learned watching a bunch of other guys on YouTube and going to different pet stores. People have their preferences. It's honestly up to you what you want in your lighting, what you wanna accomplish with your lighting. You can do the T5s, they work great. I picked LED personally because of the pricing. Monthly, I was just trying to save money on monthly electricity. I didn't want to jump too high having like metal halide or fluorescent or T5s, and they also have T5s with LEDs, which is nothing against that. It's really up to your preference. After I've seen growth with LED, I'm not knocking on either one of them. I know there's growth with T5s and there's growth with metal halides, but I personally like the LEDs only because of obviously its expenses, and that I get what I want out of it. So everything does grow with LEDs. What I've learned through a friend of mine, LEDs versus metal halides and T5s. Metal halides are the first one. You have to change the bulbs a lot more, by what I understand. I think it's every 3 months or every 6 months. I think it's every 3 months. And you see a lot more growth with the metal halides, only because you're getting more of the sunlight basically out of that light. It does cost more electricity. That's one thing you got to keep in mind with the metal halide. You can go do the T5s, which are also a good one to go with. There's nothing wrong with them. They work great. You'll see growth too. It's like medium growth compared to metal halide would be faster growing. With T5s, you will see growth. It will be just underneath the metal halides. Some people mix it up. They use T5s plus LEDs, which is awesome too. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do a mixture of both of lighting. I've seen growth with those too. And then I know LEDs is either on the bottom. I know they make Kessels, which are awesome too. I just couldn't afford a Kessel. It's just a little out of my price range for that. I would love to have a Kessel one day, but maybe in the future. But that's an amazing light. That's a really good light. You can't go wrong with it. I think they go for like $300, $200. I've seen them around there. Just depends on what kind of lighting. If you go with a nano tank type of Kessel lighting, you can get them to, I think, $130. They work great. Nothing against them. Just a little out of my price range for what I had for my 40-gallon breeder. It is a great light, like I said. But I stuck with LED because of monthly expenses. But I liked them. They do what I want for them. You can see in the video, and if you go down, I think it's my it's my most recent video, and then the video before that is my current loop, which is for my cichlid tank. And anyway, that cichlid tank works awesome. The lighting in there is amazing. The fish pop. That's why I love that lighting. You can get blues and whites out of it. I think I have it at 50/50, I believe, or 150. Can't remember. I posted it in the video, in my video before the saltwater one, and it looks amazing. I've had fluorescents. They look good on cichlids. Just to me, you get more of white light, and you kind of they don't pop as much. To me anyways. Everyone is going to tell you otherwise, what they like and what they don't like, but that's just my personal preference. To me, the cichlids stand out. They're very, very bright when I have that lighting. You can kind of see in my videos, they all stand out very bright. You can do all white light and they look good, just I like the white and blue with the cichlids, but that's my personal preference. I've had that for almost, that lighting for almost, let me think, maybe three years now, or 4 years, something like that. It's best lighting. I've never had a problem with it. It works on the timer also, just like the Viaspectra, which is cool. The Viaspectra and the Current Loop work on timers. You can set them at exact when you want them shut off, when you want to turn them on. The Viaspectra is cool where you want to watch it at night. You can have just the blue light on. That way your coral will glow, which is really cool. The fish don't really stand out that much unless you have the white light on too. But when you shut off the white light and just have the blue light, your coral does glow, which is the coolest thing ever. And then the Current Loop is awesome too. It's because the fish pop. That's the cool thing about it. With white light or just white and blue light. If you do solid blue, you're not going to see any color with the fish. Just because it is my display tank at my business, I want it to stand out, so I do have the white and blue lights. Anytime that any client or customer walks in, they say, wow, you have a tank that stands out. It's because of my lighting. Makes a big difference in how the fish look and everything. But I just wanted to at least kind of touch base with you guys about the lighting. I'll show you some videos of the cichlid tank and the saltwater tank. The saltwater tank, I will use a gold film on my camera, because if I do it without the gold film, everything looks blue in the lighting. I'll kind of try to show you both how it looks without the gold film. That way you can see what the camera will show you, and then I'll put the gold film so it shows you what you would see, or I see anyways. And then the freshwater tank, the Current Loop, is an awesome lighting. To me, it works great. I'm not sponsored by any of those two. I just love their lighting. They work great. I took a chance on the Viaspectra because I just seen one YouTube video on it, and there's another YouTuber that uses it on here. I can't remember his name. I'd love to shout him out, but he encouraged me to buy it. He shows his tank a year ago and now, and how much growth he has. He has a tremendously amazing growth of everything, which is really cool. So that encouraged me to buy that light. The Current Loop, I found someone on Instagram, I believe, and they had some awesome pictures on Instagram with their fish. Their fish just stood out and it was amazing. So that kind of encouraged me more to buy that light. And I wish I knew his name too. I can't remember, but or it could have been a girl. I can't remember who told me about it, honestly. But anyway, they both encouraged me to get those lightings, and it was well worth my money. The Viaspectra that I have is about, I want to say $200, and that covers my whole tank. And then my Current Loop, I think, was about 150 bucks, and that was off Amazon. They're both off Amazon, which is really cool. I put a link in both of the videos if you go back and look at my videos on them. But I just want to at least show you that, and I'll put the links below in this video. That way you can see what I have and why I chose it, and I'll post more videos in this video anyways of the tank, so you guys can see what I'm looking at, and that way just kind of gives you more of an idea. But that's why I picked those lights, and I wanted to tell you about it. And anyway, I'll talk to you guys more I'm hoping more about the protein skimmer on my saltwater tank, and hopefully feeding is my next one. But I just wanted to at least touch base with everyone and tell everyone how everything is going with my tanks. And I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to show you my saltwater tank and my freshwater tank so you can see the two different things between both of them. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and this is Shack Tech. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Trying to get used to that, but anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up too, that'd be great. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.